folks. Welcome to episode 4 of the Weekly Update. Today we're in Ada, Michigan, visiting Great Lakes Heritage Apples with Dan and Lori. We've got some beautiful apples that we're going to use for hard cider, and they're going to tell you a little bit about what they do here.
Well, welcome to Great Lakes Heritage Apples. We've got a collection here of about 60 different varieties on 500 trees. We grafted them over a course of about 3 years or so. Our oldest variety from the U.S. is a variety called Roxbury Russet. It was named in 1630 in Massachusetts. Very sweet russet apple. We've got one variety, an old Normandy variety. It's called White Winter Pearmain. That was reported to be widely grown in the 1100s. So we really do have heritage apples here, and they're all either Normandy, English, Old Colonial, but a few moderns mixed in there just because they have a great flavor profile.
And we specialize in crabs and russets, both of those having a higher Brix in between 16 and 21. So that will impart both the stringency and flavor. And you don't need many.
So here's an old English cider variety. It's called Porter's Perfection. And interesting thing about this is that it's got a good blend of acids, tannins, and sugars, so you can actually make a varietal out of it. But it's also an excellent component of any other cider. It's a very beautiful apple, and we've got a tremendous crop here this year. Yeah, the way we grew these trees is that this used to be an orchard full of Empire trees, which is a very nice variety as well, but the grower was going to take them out. So we instead got a lot of Scionwood, which is the top part of the trees where the varieties come from, and we grafted these on in the spring. And this was grafted in 2017, so you can see how much they grow. After we do it, the first year we let it grow, and then we come in during the winter and actually braid them in, and they'll fuse together as a single trunk. The advantage of this is that they grow much more quickly and can come into production very, very fast. So even though this is 2017 graft, here in 2020, we've got a great crop on it. Okay, so any apple that's sold today is composed of two parts of the tree. The roots are one variety, and they usually impart some good character, such as a dwarfing characteristic. The top part is called the scion, and that's where you get the variety. This orchard used to be a variety called Empire, very popular and common. The grower was going to pull those out, and we talked him instead into allowing us to graft on new varieties that are all cider varieties, ranging in age and geography tremendously. You can see here where we cut off, we had left an old branch there so the grafts would have nutrients to grow, and then allowed these to grow. This is one graft, this is another graft. And what we do is start weaving them together, and they'll fuse together in a trunk. So now we've got three varieties on this. We have the rootstock, the Empire, and in this case, a golden russet. And after 3 years of doing that, now we get a crop.
Talk about how you tuck in the scion.
Oh, okay.
When you have to do that.
Yeah, in the scion, okay, I mentioned we have a nurse stock. This is flat across here, and I have a one-edge knife, and I already will have pre-cut the scion woods. This all started with a little piece of wood about 1/4 inch thick and about that long and about 3 buds. Slit it, I tapered the scion, stick it in there, put one about every 2 inches around, and then we take a piece of electrical tape.
No, the white budding tape. Okay.
Hang on a second. We do take electrical tape the first time, just kind of to hold it in place, and then we wrap it with a budding tape, or which keeps it from drying out. And finally, we seal it with it's a product called Doc Farwell's. It's sort of a binding protectant that just keeps it from drying out, keeps it from insects, and you can see a little bit with a little residual yellow on here. And actually you can see some on my shirt too.
And there's budding, the putty.
Important, because that's probably as important to keep it from drying out. So I'm really glad you're keeping me honest here.